I had to decline my friend's call because I couldn't see my notes that I put in my phone for this meeting. I'm like, oh no. Okay, so first of all, guys, welcome to the call, our team Zoom, because I haven't had one of these in probably way too long. I think the last time was maybe earlier this year. I can't even remember the last time I had our team on the line, and I wanted more of us on the line so you guys could see each other and kind of, I want you guys to connect. And like Tawana, I can see you totally relating to Brittany, with Brittany being like a pro at this totally plant-based thing. And just so we can all know each other. So whenever there's, you know, a larger event and we're all together, you know who each other is. So my friend is saying, is it a good time to talk? No, sorry, you have to call me back in 30 minutes. So thank you for being on the call, on the Zoom. I always call it a call, but it's a Zoom. So there's a couple of things I wanted to share with all of you. First of all, I wanted to say happy holidays, because I know it's a crazy time of year right now, right? It's like, I don't know where November went. Honestly, it was October and Halloween, and then we're in December. I feel like my November just totally disappeared from me. So we're already in December, and we're like a whole week into December, which means it's almost over already. Oh, okay, Joy's picking up a rental car. So I wanted us to be able to connect before the end of the year, first of all, because there's just so much going on. We have this December detox going on. We have, oh my goodness, just like the holiday themed stuff going on in our group. And then I know a lot of us are trying to do different events. Sonia and Tawana just threw this bread exchange gift event at their house where they included Juice Plus, and it was so good. It was so good because Sonia's just an amazing cook and she's an amazing baker, and she just was able to make some healthy bread and attract people to her house so that we could share the message of eating more plants, why it's important. It was a great event. And so there's all kinds of stuff going on this time of year, which is nice to take advantage because a lot of people have a little bit more freedom to go to stuff like that this time of the year, and they want to learn different things. So we're trying to take advantage and push that out there while we can, and while we have the exposure, while we can have their attention. So I want to congratulate Tawana and Sonia on a great event. Nicole has just been rocking with all kinds of stuff going on. Nicole has been hosting every week. Her and Sandy have been hosting this live One Simple Change event, and it's so good. They're really good. So if you guys are looking for a call to plug people into, it's a Zoom. It's also a Zoom. Nicole and Sandy have this 2 times a day on Tuesday. They do it, I believe, at noon and again at 9 p.m. And they have perfected it because they've been doing it for like over a month. I think since we came back from conference, they decided to, Roberta is on. Okay, so I'm excited to see Roberta because, guys, you don't know, Roberta was down here with us in South Florida, and now she's moved to Maryland. And I'm like, what? And she just picked up and left. And I'm like, how do you do that? But she's military, so I guess she has that in her blood where she can pick up and just leave. Roberta, can you hear us? Because she looks like she's struggling. Roberta, oh, I don't think she can hear us.
I can hear you.
Oh, good. You hear me talking about you then. So Roberta, I'm so glad you're on here. And actually, Roberta, I was talking to her the other day, and she was like, I miss you guys down there. I want to find some Juice Plus people in my area. So I'm trying to find her some people, and it really made me think, oh my gosh, let's try to connect on Zoom so that she could still feel like she has a little bit of something. You know, we can all come together here on Zoom. So I was sharing Nicole has been doing these phenomenal events with Sandy, which is just a One Simple Change event where people, if they want to learn about Juice Plus, they can get on that event and get the full story. And it's really good. And she's just been doing so many different things, vendor events. I mean, and she has that little baby with her, and she has the other 2 kids. She's just rocking it. And who else? Cynthia has been adjusting to a new job, but she comes out when she can, and we still see her running on the beach. So I know Cynthia's coming back, gonna be making a comeback probably after Christmas break when you get that downtime to exhale. You need some downtime. And then Daniel, I know, is excited about the business. because he just sees the power of this nutrition and our products and what it can do. And I believe, I don't know who's on the cell phone. If you can unmute yourself and just say who's on the cell phone, I appreciate it. And so Roberta is now in Maryland, guys. And you know anyone in Maryland, let us know. So here's a few things that I wanted to talk about today. And it's already 9:13. I am watching the clock, guys. So, first of all, I realized that several of you, I was talking to someone earlier today, may not know about a resource we have. And it's our primary resource for our team. And it's called the Mission Driven Model. And I'm going to share my screen so I can pull it up real quick, just so you can see it and know that this resource is really good. This is what, if I'm sending you something, usually it's from this website or it's from, hold on, share screen. Sorry, I always get confused. Missiondrivenmodel.info. It has pretty much everything you could even imagine. So it looks like this, and it's divided up. Getting started. You guys have all been with the business for a little while, so you could probably skip over this. Unless you had a new team member, you would start them here, getting started. Then living the mission. This is just giving you clues on how to post and what things we have as resources, like healthylivingrevolution.com. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the healthylivingrevolution.com. You may not be, but this is where we have the Shred 10 cookbook, which is an amazing cookbook. You can buy the paper one for like, I think $20 or $15, and it's a really good gift. Or you can gift people the link, which has the pictures, the recipes, everything. This website's really good. So if you go into Living the Mission, go on Healthy Living Revolution. If you want to give someone a healthy anything, this healthy recipe book is so good. It really is. And the recipes are delicious. And then we have building your customer base, walking through all these things. And then towards the bottom, building your team, creating the best customer experience. This is our go-to. Everything you can imagine is on here. There's a ton of videos that you can share with people, depending on what, you know, their issues are. Look at this. Brain health, chiropractic, athletes, Juice Plus Tower Garden, the most popular videos we ever shared, the complete, everything you can imagine is on here. So I just want you to know that exists. There's a couple of websites that exist. That one, I would say, lock it into your phone or whatever, or ask me what it is later so you can save it somewhere, because it will be a really good resource for you. And then I wanted to talk about let me stop sharing this screen. I want to see everyone's faces again. Okay, so one thing I was thinking of, and everyone has a different reason for why they do this business. Sometimes it really is the community. Like, I love being surrounded by all of you guys, and then even the other people that we're surrounded by in this community, the sidelines. If it wasn't for this, there's no way I would be eating the way I eat today. There's no way I would probably be as healthy as I am today in my 40s, and I still feel like I'm in my 20s. Like, honestly, like when you're aging, usually you start to not feel as good as you did in your earlier age, but I feel really good. And I know it's because of Juice Plus One, but I've learned a lot of tricks over the years. Like, I totally eliminated dairy, thank God, when I started, because my son had issues. So that was one huge change. I have definitely added a lot more plants. Like, my diet has changed. It's shifted a lot from being primarily meat focused to now finding so many healthy alternatives that are really good. So if it wasn't for that, and these things that I'm able to share with other people, all these little tips and tools that we're able to share with others. But then there's also, why do I do this business? Because I honestly do not want to have to step foot into corporate again. I don't want to have to work for someone else. And that's why I bust my behind doing this. And everyone is always like, you're so busy, you're always doing stuff. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm really trying to build this. And I can say this with all of you guys on the line, because there's not enough of us, people of color, represented in this company. There's a lot of network marketing businesses out there, and most of those have like a lot of diversity, but we're the one company that does not have a lot of diversity, and it's come to the forefront, especially this year, that there's a huge disparity in the fact that we're not as diverse as other businesses out there. And so it's really kind of me and a couple of other leaders of color. We've connected. We're all sidelines, but we're just like, we want to help each other get to the top because we want to be that representation for everyone else. It really, I think I've become really passionate about that. And even from the beginning, because when I started, I was the only Black girl in the room. Honestly, I was the only Black girl in the room at all the events in Fort Lauderdale. When I went to Boca, I was the only Black person. So it's like so nice that I have all of you guys and all the different colors, and now we can represent that. Yes, we care about our health too, and it's important. And so we continue to spread this message. So that is like a huge part of why I continue to do this. But no, I know what it does for people too. Like Juice Plus has changed not just my family's health, but I've seen it change so many other people's health. Like my dad's health has changed. Kids with diabetes health has changed. People that have had cancer in the past. Like there's so many different stories. It's not even funny. So there's no way I could keep this to myself. I have to keep sharing it because I honestly do feel like it's a moral obligation to share it with other people because people are looking for stuff. And if they don't know, they just don't know until you tell them. And so I'm muting Cynthia. Calling you out, Cynth. She's like, what? You didn't realize you were not on mute. But you have to realize, figure out what your why is. And, if you have a strong why, it's going to allow you to keep going even when the going gets tough. Because, yeah, I've had tough times in this business too. There's always ups and downs, for sure. It's never easy. I wish it was, because then I'd be NMD by now. But even through those tough times, you'll push through because you are so determined to meet your goal and your why for doing this. And I always tell people I would share Juice Plus whether or not I was making money because I just know how it could transform people's health. So I want you guys to take some time and really consider your why. And some of you don't even, having an extra $100 or an extra $500 or an extra $1,000 can be a reason. And I think it's a valid reason to have some extra pocket change, especially this time of year. I just bought a Christmas tree. And I was like, I don't want a big Christmas tree this year. I just wanted something like little. And then I bought a little one and it was so little. Like it looked ridiculous. Because I guess feelings, I was so embarrassed. I had to return it to the store. Now we bought $100 Christmas tree. And I'm just like, why does a Christmas tree have to be $100? And it's humongous. It's so obnoxious almost. I'm like, oh my gosh, I said I wanted a smaller one. We have a bigger one. And then I was even more mad because my daughter got the A honor roll and got the coupons. But they gave it to us today and not yesterday when we bought the tree. There was a coupon for it in the stinking thing. I was like, oh my gosh, I could have saved some money. So anyway, I'm just saying, things are adding up already because my kids have birthdays this time of year. My son's birthday is this weekend. My daughter's birthday was just a few weeks ago. It's crazy. Yes, that extra income definitely helps, right? For sure. This is like insanity right now. So anyway, I just wanted to say, consider what your why for doing this is. And even if it's just to be part of this community, that's worth it alone. I think the information we get is invaluable. I see so many other companies that promote wellness, but I don't see them like feeding people with the education that we feed people with. And in even like the events we're having. So we just had this Taste of Health event at Sharon's house this past Saturday. I'm going to be replicating it at my house on the 17th of this month. So if you guys would like to be part of that, let me know what healthy dish you can bring. Brittany, you would be great for that because you are, whether you and your son make your cupcakes or whatever, we made vegetarian and vegan dishes. It was such a hit. And everyone just shared how they prepared their dish. And so many of them were so simple. And they were so good. Everything was delicious. So people love that. And people, I think one thing that brings people together for sure is food. I know when I hear about food, I want to go to an event that has food, good food. And then it's healthy food. Like I ate so much food, but I didn't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I ate so bad. Everything was healthy and good. So that is something, Brittany, I hope you can come and be part of that event. Sunday, the 17th at 3 p.m. But just different things that we have going on down here. And then I'm not sure if you guys know about the Empowering Women call that it's a Zoom. I keep calling it a call. It's a Zoom. It's an Empowering Women Zoom that I've been doing every Thursday at 9 p.m. So my vision for this Zoom was, I was at a conference and I heard someone say, oh, we do these empowering women events. And I was like, what? That is such a good idea, because I realized how much this business has empowered me. I mean, when I first heard of Juice Plus, I was not working. I was out of a job for over a year. And I was like, I didn't really want to go back to corporate, but I knew that was probably going to be what I was going to have to do. And we were in seriously financial distress. And this business has empowered me. One, you see me doing these talks and I'm talking in front of large groups of people. That was not me prior to this. I hated talking in public. Like, I was so shy. And then it's also empowered me, like with my finances, where I was no longer having to depend on my husband for pocket change and money to go do extracurricular stuff. I have my own money now. So, and that was hard for me because I've always been super independent. And then when I lost my job for a year, that was tough. So now it's given me that sense of like empowerment back. And then also like mentally too, so the whole topic of the Empowering Women call is to talk about how this business opportunity has helped us physically, which usually is through the Juice Plus products, mentally, which is, I know for me, it relieves so much stress that we had. Like when you're under financial stress, oh my God, everything in the world seems like, I think, exponential drama. So it relieved that, but then also not having to worry about my family's health, because my son was a hot mess before Juice Plus. And that, oh my gosh, the stress of that was like taken away. Then even with my dad, like I had a sense of comfort with my dad, knowing that he's getting his fruits now that he wasn't getting before. So it's just like all the different things. And then even the fact that there's self-development that you go through with this business, and then even the community of people, like all of that helps with mental health. And then we talk about financially how it helps. So we have different speakers and I'm the facilitator. And then I share also some statistics of how things that affect women, like being widowed or just like things that tie into financial, and why we would want to take a look at this business opportunity. So whenever there's someone who's interested in Juice Plus, the business, you can have them log into that call and just hear how it's affected other people, and financially, mentally, and physically. So that is the premise of the Thursday night call. So I'll be doing that tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. And I keep shutting this down and it has all my notes in it. Sorry. So I wanted to cover that. So I mentioned a Taste of Health event this upcoming Sunday. Oh, so I'm thinking it's about to be the new year. We need to do a vision board party. And I'm thinking of doing one where even someone like Roberta could be on it, because we could get on Zoom or do something where we could be, I have a friend that's been doing the vision board parties. Her team is all over the country. So she's been doing it virtually online, but everyone's connected in as she's doing it. Don't know how she's doing it, but if I figure it out, we're going to do that, because I definitely want to do our vision board parties. But then this is something I wanted to discuss with you guys. So I had no idea. I don't know if anyone on here knew that you can actually get a group of people to get a discount, not really a discount, but you can travel, do like a group travel rate to wherever. Did you know that, Roberta? Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe because you're military, you knew this. So, and then you can book where you're going, and then you can pay for it monthly in installments before the date of the flight. If you have a bunch of people, and they all, did you know this? I'm looking at you, Roberta. You're right in the center of my screen. Sorry, I'm calling you out. So a bunch of people are deciding.
People do that.
Oh my gosh, I must have been in the dark. So for me, I'm thinking, let me stay with free. It's telling me I got 10 minutes left. I'm like, this is such a great idea. And you don't have to be traveling from the same location. No. As long as you're going like the similar route and one of your routes lands in the same place. Like so many of us are down here in South Florida, and we're going to Phoenix in April, right? We're going to Phoenix in April. So if we even had a layover and it landed in Atlanta, anyone else who's traveling, they could be coming from South Carolina. If they land in Atlanta too, they can be part of that group rate. So I wanted to put that bug in everyone's ear for when I know April approaches, we're all like, oh my gosh, we got to pay $300 for a flight. Well, if we were to start looking at it right now in December, we could break that up into 4 months month payments of like $50 or $60, and then our flight would be paid for and all that stuff. So please let me know if you're interested in that, because that can be a really viable way of us all going to conference and not being stressed with that, lump sum of the flight at the last minute. So, hey, Barbie. So I have said, oh, Nicole, yes. Nicole, there's so many of us down here. I don't know why we could not do it. Like, it totally makes sense to me. So Nalani's doing it. Beverly did it, and she's now in Virginia. Nalani's in the Orlando area. So we don't, there's like so many of us down here. There's no reason we couldn't do it and pay that monthly installment to go. So, okay, with all that being said, does anyone have any questions? Because I just said a mouthful and I'm all over the place. But I want you guys to unmute and say something, because I see Brittany's stealing.
Keep me posted about the Phoenix thing, the group thing, because even if I decided to go, I may be, if I leave from Maryland area, it may land in Atlanta. I may have to connect in Atlanta.
Yeah, and you know what? With you, Roberta, you're so close to Virginia. I know there's another girl who's big time in Virginia. I don't know which airport. You might go to BWI or I don't know. BWI. But I wonder what airport she uses, because I think
she probably uses Dulles, or depends on what part of Virginia, because she could probably use Dulles.
Right. So I'm gonna see what route she takes, and you guys might be on the same track, like getting there. So you might get the discount with her. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna look into that for you.
Okay.
Brittany, as the newest one on here, any questions for me? I flew through this. I'm a little crazy. I'll just say that, a little crazy. But I'm like, I want to give you guys all this information in 30 minutes and respect your time, because Brittany's putting to bed the baby. Did she go to sleep?
She's fighting. The light is on.
Oh my gosh. And she hears my voice probably. She's like, who's that lady? Cynthia. She's like, don't call on me. Tawana. No. I don't know who's on the phone line. I wish I knew who was on this. Someone's on their cell phone. I don't know that number. There's a lot of stuff going on too. I'll share with you. I heard of a website that doctors use, and you sign up for the website, and then you go to, it lets you select doctors in your area. And then the doctors share that they have like openings for if someone wants to do a breakfast with them or a lunch and learn, and you sign up for it, and then you just go in and present information to them, and they want to get fed, because I guess that's what they do. Doctors and nurses love to eat. But it's amazing that that's a resource for us too, to go into a doctor's office and be able to share this information with them. So I think I was trying to send you that, Tawana, earlier today. Did you hear my message? No. Tawana? I'm unmuting you.
You sent me a couple of messages.
Voxer.
Oh, no, I didn't see it yet.
Yes, you have to listen to it, because there's a lot of doctors in your area up in West Palm.
Okay.
That want to have breakfasts and lunches, and I'm like, oh, Tawana could tap into that.
I like breakfast and lunch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They want you to provide it, though.
Oh.
You could always make shake and have some fruit. I mean, they can get a healthy lunch or breakfast. They need to. They eat too much crap anyway.
I don't even feed my husband. You want me to feed a doctor?
I know Sonia would be great at that, but she's at work. But there's ways you could do it. There's definitely ways we could do it. So we'll talk some more about that.
I'll chew on that.
So Roberta, how is Maryland?
Cold. It's very cold. It's going to get down in the 20s.
Oh gosh.
So it's pretty cold here. I am slowly getting used to it again, but I'm enjoying it though. I am enjoying it very, very much.
Nice. I hope it snows if it's that cold.
Yeah, they have it forecasted for, I think, this weekend or Tuesday.
For snow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, and it's like 80 degrees down here. It's ridiculous.
Thanks.
I did not mean to rub that in, but it is very toasty down here. Oh, wait a minute. Nicole Field, do you have anything? We should do this more often. I know, Nicole, we should do this more often, and I will be more informative, but this is the first time in so long, and I'm just trying to squeeze in so much information. But I think I would definitely like to cover, like have a certain thing to cover, and then some Q&A or whatever's going on with you guys. I can help answer some questions in the larger team, because I know if something's affecting one of us, usually affects all of us, and we've all gone through it or have had a similar situation. So Tawana looks like it's past her bedtime. She's an early bird. She goes to bed early. She looks like she's the baby here, trying to fall asleep. So anyway, thank you guys for joining. Oh, let me see. And we can all share too, if it doesn't have to be on. Yes, yes. That is the goal. So I really do want to have this once a month and make it valuable for you guys. Something that you can truly take away. And if you are interested in being in that group I was telling you guys about, the diversity group, Roberta, I just added you to the Facebook group.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's people of all races on there that are doing Juice Plus. And it's nice because it's like we are recognizing that we're not represented even on like huge events that they do. It's just like you'll see the flyer and it's all white faces. And it's just like we need to change that. So when I have an event, like I like to have, you know, all kind of races on my event. The Empowering Women call, I make sure that there's always some type of diversity. Well, I'm someone of color, but when I choose, even want to have someone who's white too, because, you know, you want to hit the spectrum. So just making the company more aware, and the company is aware of it because now we have someone in corporate who recently started with the company like 7 months ago. And she was like, oh my gosh, she's from another network marketing company. And she's like, I've never seen a company with this small amount of diversity in it. So she's working to change that, and she's been listening to us and giving a lot of feedback to corporate. So they're making a lot of changes. So I'm happy about that. So just be aware. And if you want to be in those groups with all those groups with more the people of diversity, let me know, because I can add you, because you hear some really amazing stories in those groups too. Of how people are doing the business, the stories that are occurring with them. So it's just nice to know that there's a larger group of us sharing this mission. So I see that the time is ticking down to 1 minute and 6 seconds. So any final words? Let me see. Thank you, Michelle. So good to see everyone. Good to meet you, Brittany. Yes, Brittany, you're the newbie on here. You're the baby. She's a baby, actually, guys. She's in her mid-20s. She's a baby, but she's so wise. She's like got the wisdom of like a 40, 50-year-old, I swear. So great addition. I'm sure you guys will see each other in person very soon, Nicole. All right, ladies. Thanks for joining. And I will keep posted on the next time we'll do this. Love you guys.
Good night.
Good night. Stop.